I paused the game for about a half an hour because it was right around bedtime for the kids.
Okay.
Got to pause the game. So 2 things. 1, I don't want to miss anything. 2, I don't want my kids freaking out. They think when I'm pausing the game, I'm recording it for the next day, and they don't ask me the next day to watch it. Okay. It's a little bit of trickeration, parental trickeration. So I pause it, come back, and I look down. I don't care. I'll drop name. I get a text from our friend Stone Street, who's like, "Who the hell is Dipp?" And I'm like, "What?" I don't know what you're talking about. And I go on Twitter, and then all of a sudden, trending is this young man whose work I'm with which I'm unfamiliar.
Yes.
And I felt for him because I have been in these situations as a young broadcaster before, and he's an ESPN Deportes broadcaster who I don't know. I'll tell you my 2 cents. This, if you missed it, this is what happened.
Here's Sergio Dipp.
Beth, Coach, it's a pleasure to be with you guys here on the field from up close, just watching Coach Vance Joseph from here. You watch him now on the screen. This diversity in his background is helping him a lot tonight. Quarterback at Colorado, defensive back in the NFL, and here he is having the time of his life this night, making his head coaching debut.
Boom went the dynamite, and I feel for the kid. I don't know if there was something in his ear or he just got caught up in the moment, and everybody on Twitter was having a field day. Everyone on Twitter was having a field day, and just like Kareem Hunt, he fumbled his first moment as a rookie, and unlike Andy Reid, they didn't give him the ball again. We didn't see him again. And Twitter went nutty again. And you're not even looking at me. It's one of those things where you just feel bad.
Yeah, it was rough.
And
it's unfortunate. We've all been there.
Right. And then came Rex. Okay. Now, here's my 2 cents on Rex. There are 3 types of broadcasters that come out of a helmet or a headset or a pair of sneakers, depending on the sport. Okay. And there are some like Romo who knocked it out of the park, where they take their world-class knowledge, their decades of football knowledge and passion and excitement and personality, and just they're able to succinctly and concisely, in an entertaining manner as well, and a likable manner, express what they're seeing, what you can expect to see, and then after the play, what you have just saw, and do it in 30 seconds. It is such a very difficult craft to do. I cannot tell you how tough it is, and Romo made it look easy in his first foray, and you know how I thought he was going to do terrific. He lived up to every single one of those standards. Then you have broadcasters who have all of that knowledge and all of that personality, and you put a headset on them, and they cannot take all of that knowledge and concisely deliver it in 30 seconds, even though they have all of that knowledge within them, and it takes a very long time to do. And Rex was one of those broadcasters last night. But I also think he was the third one too, which is somebody who has all of that knowledge and all of that passion, and then when they're put on television and they're not able to talk in the manner that they're used to talking without a microphone in front of them.
Okay, I see where you're going.
It's difficult to put words together when you're constantly watching what you have to say because you're used to saying it in a not safe for work manner.
I buy that.
Because every single person that has come across Rex will tell you he knows defense inside and out. And also, he knows adversity inside and out. He knows quarterbacks who don't play well. He knows quarterbacks who fumble a lot. He knows quarterbacks who throw interceptions. He knows people who make dumb plays. He knows people who have been Hall of Famers. He knows people who raise the level of other people's play. He's been in every situation from start to finish. That's why one of his best lines last night also, in terms of showing off his personality, was sometimes in football, you're the dog, and sometimes you're the fire hydrant.
That was a great line.
Right. because that is a colloquialism that doesn't use four-letter words. You saw Hard Knocks. Anybody who's been around Rex will tell you he's just a fun-loving guy. I didn't see or hear that last night. And that has nothing to do with Beth Mowins.
No, she was teeing him up, and it was just time and time again. It was a swing and a miss. And it was a swing and a miss. Like, I thought he had a real opportunity. Keenan Allen got, after his touchdown, got an unsportsmanlike for taunting, and Rex was criticizing him. Rex, who has a big mouth and likes to show off, was criticizing a guy for taunting, and it would have been a great opportunity for Rex to tell a story about maybe when he was a head coach and a penalty that he got hurt his team, and he didn't do it.
I just don't think he was able to connect the Rex that everybody probably sees off camera, and then plus he's never done it before. Again, that's why Romo, what he did this weekend in the Raiders-Titans game, and there's video that was tweeted all over the place, and I think the NFL Twitter account sent it out, 2 minutes of him calling his shot like Babe Ruth in the World Series. And the other person that I've been around, just like that, you've been around him, you produced him for 2 years in Game Day Morning. Marshall Faulk can look at the way defense and offense is lining up and say, this is a run to the left side, this is going to be a pass to the right, this is going to be an interception. 9 times out of 10, he's right. Because you know football, you know your X's and O's, you know tendencies, and you know how to be able to communicate it. It is so difficult. But I'm pouring one out for Sergio Dipp because my first time on television was awful, and I wouldn't want that played and discussed.
SportsCenter or actual?
No, my first one.
Local TV.
My first time ever.
Your first one.
Yeah, it was not good. But I had a hell of a my head of hair was really great. But I was nervous. I was pooping down my leg.
Broiling in your own sweat.
Broiling in my own sweat.
The Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays at noon Eastern on radio stations across the country and audience.
If you liked some of that, get some more of that on the Rich Eisen Show app. Follow all the information you see right here on the Rich Eisen Show.